We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with one of the home runs of today and our second home run of the day. We're going to do a recap here on what was going on with 42 Vision, what news came out, and why were we watching this one in the pre-market. And these are the opportunities we strive for every single day. I'm going to share with you guys the home runs of the day, how we looked at them, when we caught them, and then we're going to break it all down in more detail. But before we do, let me share that with you guys. And as you see popping up here on the screen, you could see the home run opportunities that were mentioned this week alone so far. While it's not guaranteed to be this way every single day, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps of 20% plus, constituting to be a home run. And this is the first one here. We caught this one in the pre-market sitting sideways, got a bear indicator, outflows were dominating, but it found support and consolidated. And once those inflows picked up, that bull indicator and full strength on 42 Vision, it gave a highest point of 70% plus, guys. And our other stock was in the pre-market under a bear indicator, sitting sideways, and towards the bell, started to gain strength, got those inflows that picked up with full strength here, that bull indicator, full strength on 42 Vision, and gave a highest point of 40% plus, guys. If you guys want to receive this edge and clarity of the charts and know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So as you saw, both home runs, we mentioned them in the pre-market. One of them took off, which was INAB right after the bell, and the other was MGAM, right? And this one actually was consolidating and looking for strength here, and it took off and seems like it wants to roll over into tomorrow, right? So we're going to break it all down. Why were we watching these and how they looked with 42 Vision? I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators, getting connected to the SPY bots, our QQQ bot, Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction. And I'm also going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation within the volatility. So we were looking at these, as you saw in the charts, based off the 5-minute on the home runs of the day. But when you zoom out on the 30-minute, you could still see how these bull and bear indicators are placed and where these inflows and outflows happen. So what made us look at MGAM? So the first thing is the fact that this recently IPO'd and it had pulled back pretty big, gained some momentum on Friday, and yesterday for some reason it was sitting sideways. It was just stocks, charts, and volume when it came to it. And when you actually look at it, yes, it jumped up a bit, but lost traction here, sat sideways, and here we are picking up momentum going into this week, right? And now taking back off into key resistance levels, right? Like at $8, $9, but this IPO'd and fell from 20 all the way down to $2. It had hit a point of exhaustion. Now, when you zoom in here on the 5-minute, as I showed you guys in the previous chart, you could see how many times it was going back and forth. And when you look at the 15-minute, that bear indicator popped up, consolidation, inflows picked up, bull indicator, and full strength going up nearly 50% plus so far in the after hours. A lot of people are going to be watching this one going into tomorrow, but the risk gets higher and higher the higher it goes. It started picking up momentum here since the 29th into today. You could see how it jumped from $2 into the 3s and 4s, pulled back, had support, and it's doing newer highs, newer lows, and it's going to need that type of strength and support going into tomorrow. If not, it could collapse. I'm going to be watching those inflow versus outflows and those bull indicators on the larger time frames, such as the 30-minute and those inflows as well, and the 1 hour to continue to hold strong. So apart from that, we also had caught INAB, right? INAB was a home run as well, and right at the bell, it was under a bear indicator, found consolidation there, right? The outflows actually slowed down. They were sitting sideways, and then the inflows crossed right back up, full move, got that bull indicator and jumped up from 230s to highs of 328, nearly a 50% plus move, right? Super important within the downtrend, and pops back up. It gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20%, and it continued to have opportunities all throughout, all the way to the point that in the after hours, it's holding itself up from where this first bull indicator and run started and where these inflows picked up, and it's holding above it from those lows. Nearly a 10 to 20% move so far, holding up in the process. Now, why was this stock going higher? Well, news had came out that a large investor had bought 51,000 shares at a share price of $2 per share. They knew something, others didn't. And to the point that today, in the aftermarket hours, if you look up more information on INAB, there's actually a conference coming up, and that news came out today in the after hours, and that's why I believe it's still continuing to hold this up. And the question is, could it continue, right? And then also on top of that, you had H.C. Wainwright and Co. analysis ratings go up, giving an initiated coverage of a buy rating and a target of $14. Now, that's all speculation and hype. I don't always guide myself by their targets, but it's healthy to see a buy rating and a higher number than where the stock is currently sitting at, and it starts to lift things up and get things moving. So INAB, behind that initial large investor and then this rating and buy rating and target, it got things moving, right? So I'm going to be watching if these inflows can hold up, not on the 5-minute, but also on the 30-minute, because as it's actually continuing to hold itself up, some outflows have picked up here. And keep in mind, these are penny stocks, right? Really risky, but the bull indicator popped up since the 24th. And when you go all the way back, that's since Wednesday of last week. It's been pushing itself up, consolidation, pushed itself up today, consolidated, and took off. And right now it's fighting to try to retest the highs of $3 plus, 320s, and see if it could break out to newer highs. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity at the same time, being equipped with the resources and information that is shared in our morning briefings so that you can make your own rational decisions and maximize within the volatility of the markets, join us. Check out the link down below and join the community of members that are maximizing on these resources, on this information, because it's not just you coming and joining and seeing what we have to offer, but also being equipped with everything that we see, and you could see it as well and become part of the family. And not just for these stocks, but also for the SPY, the QQQs, and you can see clearly when these outflows start to dominate. Look at that, what happened on Friday. Inflows tried picking back up, but it was all weak, not enough to cross over. So stocks continued to fall lower, and we've been below the inflows versus outflows, dominating with the outflows since Friday, all these dates, and the continuation has happened based off the 30-minute. And these bear indicators continue to dominate over the one little bull indicator that popped up. I mean, this has been domination of the bears for the last several days. And in this volatility, I believe there's volatility here to stay, especially this year. I've said it all year long. There's going to be a continuation of volatility, and to be able to navigate through it with an edge, you want clear charts. Now, I invite you to join us. You don't have to be part of 42 Vision, but I do advocate and encourage everyone, okay, not financial advice, and this is just my opinion and perspective alone, to have clearer charts. Be able to understand what's going on and have an edge, whatever that is for you. But we have 42 Vision. We have our inflow versus outflow indicator. And when you zoom into the 5-minute, you could see here how that bear indicator dominated. Outflows dominated all day, and you could see here as well how this recent bull indicator popped up and things are trying to come back up there and it's trying to stay above it. Same thing here with the 15-minute. It shows us that bear indicator. It's been dominating all day with the QQQs. Those outflows got crossed, and then the inflows, there's somebody buying up the dip, but not enough to get things moving higher. It's kind of just sitting sideways after such a big drop. And that's what it's all about, to be able to see and pinpoint, is this a real setup for a possible move up, or is this going to continue going lower, right? As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.